customary law marriage and adultery under statutory marriage. So customary law marriage is any marriage conducted traditionally outside the registry, outside the court. Some people don't even know that wedding in any unrecognized or unlicensed institution is deemed to be a customary law marriage, when a marriage is not a marriage conducted statutorily. So in customary law marriage, adultery, a woman cannot be said that adultery has been committed against her.
In customary law? In
customary law. So a woman cannot claim that there is an adultery against her. A woman is not said to be heard saying that an adultery was done, because customary law naturally promotes polygamy.
Okay.
So even in cases whereby a woman in a customary law marriage claims that, oh, there is an adultery, the man can easily say, oh, I intend to marry this person. I intend to marry her. And the law will say, yes, you have the right under customary law to marry this person. So the woman does not have a voice. That's where we know that some traditional laws are obnoxious to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. And some traditional law forbids women having a voice. So it's deemed to be that is a man's word. Now, a man can claim that a woman committed adultery under customary law. Wow. And that would be a ground for him. So one can say it's unjust, it's not fair, it's against natural justice, equity, and good conscience. So there are so many cases, plethora of cases under customary law, and the law just simply frowned at the woman and said, you don't have to claim this. But there are rare cases whereby a woman under customary law can prove that a man committed adultery. And that case is where that adultery is said to be done against the woman's family. So if it's done outside the woman's family, it's not an adultery. Example, there was a case whereby a woman who married a man with her child. So the man is the stepfather of the daughter. So in the process of living, the man raped the stepdaughter. And the man was able to prove that, yeah, this man raped my daughter. So the court looked at it that, yes, you cannot claim that you want to marry your stepdaughter, because traditionally you can't marry your family. So those are the rare cases whereby the law can say, yes, it was committed. In case whereby it has to do with the family of the woman. Then if it's outside the woman's family, the woman cannot claim adultery. However, we thank God that there is statutory marriage, marriage under the Act, which is why we encourage women not to just limit their marriage ceremony to only traditional. Traditional is good, church is good, but ensure that you have a statutory marriage, which is mostly people doing the registry, is deemed to be a marriage under the Act. So in that case, either the man or the woman can claim adultery and be entitled to damages against them. So, however, now, adultery is one of the ways to prove that a marriage has broken down irretrievably. And there are so many ways, but Section 15 of the Matrimonial Causes Act was very specific on how a marriage can be claimed to have broken down irretrievably by adultery. It's only when either the petitioner proves that he finds it intolerable to live with. So saying that an adultery was committed is one thing. One might not be entitled to the damages. One cannot claim it if the other party condones it. So condonation in law is deemed to be when the party that is aggrieved forgives. And it happens in so many cases. So if there is condonation and the aggrieved, the respondent cannot say that he or she finds it intolerable to live with, because, okay, there is a case whereby a man committed adultery against the wife with a house help. So the woman, knowing this, she was still in the marriage, living with the man and the house help. So after like 1 or 2 years, she now came to court to claim that the adultery was committed and she finds it intolerable to live.